What's up, my beautiful Pisces? Welcome to your September 2019 astrology forecast. I am your host, the spiritual bodybuilder. Thank you for joining me. I apologize for getting these out a little bit late, but we're here nonetheless. So let's go with your reading and see what's going on for you guys this month. So the big news this month is Saturn stationing direct on September 18th. This is happening in your 11th house. So a lot of stuff for you is going on with the communities that you are associated with, the people that you are around. You're going to be completely switching and changing. This could be social media. This could be if you're working for a corporation. This could be if you're involved in like network marketing or any kind of like church or groups. A lot of things could be shifting and changing in these areas. So with Saturn stationing, this energy is, you might feel like you're like at a halt, like nothing's going right, nothing's going wrong, there's nothing moving, there's nothing progressing, it just feels weird, right? But on the 18th, it's going to be going forward, and that could be bringing up things that were going on about 6 months ago as it comes forward into the middle decan of Capricorn. So, you know, be prepared for things to change in the groups of people that you deal with. It should be pretty interesting. And, you know, you could be completely changing, like say you went to one church, you could be moved to a new church, or, you know, you work for one corporation, then you know, now you're not, now you're shifting to a new one, or you know, something that's going to be shifting on a fundamental level about the people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Okay. But the very beginning of this month, we have a stellium, which is 3 or more planets in a sign in your 7th house. And there was a new moon over here. So this has to do with your significant other, your significant business partnerships, significant relationships, really. So there's going to be some new energy coming in, and we have trines from Uranus to the Sun. Really, all the planets over there, which is your 3rd house. So that's communication with, you know, significant people, significant others. So if things aren't going right, or if things are bothering you or something, you know, it may come up. But, you know, with the kind of energy that's going on here, it's going to motivate, you know, honesty and openness, and a new kind of standing in your own power and being really honest and integrated, or having integrity with yourself, right? Standing in your heart, and, you know, maybe, you know, going a level deeper, like, you know, if you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, you're going to get married, or you're going to have a child, or going to move in together, something like that. Or it could be the opposite. You know, it depends on where you're at and what and how you're living your life, if you're living authentically or not, right? This is going to teach you. And then it's also trying over to the 11th house, so Saturn, South Node, and Pluto. So these energies are saying, like, you know, okay, do you guys have a business together? Or like, how are you guys as a unit showing yourself out to the world? How do you want to change that? What do you want to do with it? Right? So this is going to bring some new, you know, infuse some new positive energy into that area. And then on the 10th, we have a double yod. Now, the North Node, the Sun, and the Moon are all associated in this yod. Now, yod is the finger of God. This is basically like, you know, the universe telling you something that you need to hear. And because the Moon, the Sun, and the North Node are involved, this has to do with your destiny, you know, your emotional state. Where do you want to be emotionally? Like, where are you going in that direction? Okay. And this is going to be in your 7th house, your 5th house. And so Jupiter is going to be in there too. So in your 10th house. So this was really going to have a strong amount to do in also your 12th house too. So letting go of things that aren't serving you, seeing things that you want to create for your life purpose, in regards to your significant relationship. So maybe you have a business partnership that's not going so well. You need to make some changes, and you finally get some clarity on what changes you have to make. And this is really also like stepping into like your inner child, like who you really, like being playful with it all. Like, stop being so serious. Come on, Pisces, stop being so serious. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm the king of serious, and I'm doing my best to not be. Okay. So, we have that double yod. So that's like 2 messages coming in from source at one time. Bam. Big time. That's, yeah. So you could expect breakdowns, breakthroughs, epiphanies, you know, things like that all coming along on that day. And just 3 days later, we have a full moon in your sign. And this full moon, we have Black Moon Lilith conjunct it. We have Neptune directly opposed to Mars in Virgo, and we have the moon directly opposed to the sun, of course. So these energies are all basically sandwiched together, and this is your first and your seventh house. So this could be like delusions, illusions. You could be a little like jaded, jealous, envious kind of energy with the Black Moon Lilith there. But really the big thing is this Neptune-Mars opposition. Neptune and Mars are two very different energies. Mars is like, let's charge ahead. It's the warrior. Let's go for it. I am me, and this is where we got to go, right? It's more ego. Neptune is like, we are all one, and we are all part of the bigger picture. So just let it go and be. Mars is like, fuck you guys, dude. And that has to do with your significant relationships. So you can see where there may be some delusions, some frustrations, some irritations. Let things go during this time, and try not to get caught up in any kind of conflicts, because there's a good chance the conflict's going to pass. And whatever, a full moon is a culmination of energy. It's this energy that needs to go, right? And this is in your identity. This is telling you, hey, you need to grow and let go of some shit in regards to who you are and in regards to your identity. Okay, so try to do that, and this is letting things flow, letting things go. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. And then let's see what else we have here. On the third, we have full moon, and on the 18th we have Saturn turning direct. So right around, this is just 5 days away. That Saturn station, it's like you're at a stoplight, or you're at the start of a race, and your engine is revving, you're peeling out, but the light is red. You just cannot go yet, and you're like, I want to go. Let's go. But you can't. But you will after the 18th. So be patient and let it flow. And then as that goes, that's like, okay, now we can take this step into the world, and now we can start figuring stuff out. And it's going to cross over the South Node here in the next couple weeks for the final time. And so that's going to be like, all right, we learned all the stuff we need to learn about letting go stuff, with that South Node. Thank God. Another step in the right direction. All right, so that's going to be nice. That's going to be real nice. And on the 23rd, we have the sun moving into Libra. Now, on the 14th, we have Venus and Mercury heading into Libra. So there's a lot of energy shifting from the 7th house to the 8th house. Okay, so if you've been making good decisions, and when I say good decisions, I mean decisions that are true to your heart, right? Then you're going to have a good experience in the 8th house here, because you're going to have a stellium coming in to this 8th house. But if you're not, if you've been lying to yourself, if you've been just, putting things off, this is going to make things, the 8th house brings up secrets that we keep from ourselves. It also has to do with other people's money. It has to do with the deep, dark stuff that we don't want to see, we don't want to acknowledge. And this will bring it up. Okay, especially we have a new moon in Libra on September 28th. And this is going to be almost exactly opposed to Chiron in your 2nd house. So the 2nd and 8th house axis is about self-confidence, self-worth, the money you make, the money, like taxes, legal stuff. So whatever you're not being in integrity about, whatever you haven't been honest with yourself about, whatever secret you're keeping from yourself, this vulnerable energy in the 2nd house is going to smack you in the face. So, even if, you've been doing good, this could be like, a bit of a reality check for you guys. Okay. Because that Chiron energy, it's the most vulnerable energy that we have in our consciousness. Okay. So it's going to be a bit vulnerable. So you need to be able to be in a space of vulnerability in order to be able to process this energy. Okay. So that is basically, that is September. So I hope that this gave you guys some clarity and some ideas of what to expect. If you resonate with the information, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you have something you'd like to tell me. I greatly appreciate it. And if you'd like a reading from me, please go to trinityfitnessastrology.com. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.